So, hello guys! Today I want to show you my new device. This is my new Epic Turing processor. It have 6069 pins on it and 128 PCI Express lines. So right now we will build my new workstation on it. And also to fix my mess with subnets and networking, I decided to buy my new access point. Wait, actually it's a gift from my mom. Thank you very much, you know what I love. I will show it right now. You can guess what it is? Yeah, it's Uni-Fi access point by Wi-Fi 7 actually. This motherboard is my main trouble because my CPU and RAM support 1600 MHz random access memory, but not the motherboard. So let's look at my last workstation one more time, because right now we will disassemble it. Yeah guys, actually this is my main SSD drive and it have only 32 gigabytes and my main Proxmox installed on it. Well, I guess it's not great, but it is as it is. It actually migrates from one main server to the another. Right now it's there, so yeah, it's a legacy. So right now we need to remove everything from there except power supply and fans and install our new motherboard. This is actually Wi-Fi, which isn't working, but I use Bluetooth inside Wi-Fi module to actually connect my Bluetooth headphones. This cooler is actually a Ollama. It's a gift from my mom at my birthday, 12 years old. Actually, I have it from 2007 and it's really noisy. I bought the new graphics card and you'll see it later in the video. Also, that's my USB Ethernet, second one to provide Ethernet, and the COM port, of course. How it is the server without COM port. Yeah guys, before we swap it, I need actually to remove my SSD. Check my old CPU and look at the actual part number. So it have this number at the end, and the regular CPU, released PCU, isn't have this. Why I decided to buy the new one? The one main reason, it supports much faster random access memory. So because I already have 6 GHz Kingston RAM, it's very nice memory, and I want to use the faster memory rather than lower memory. And for my case, the performance over single CPU is much more valuable than the CPU counts. So I just want to have modern system with highest possible memory speed for this kind of system. Also, I want to have some power saves. I prefer power saving rather than CPU counts, so that's another case why I decided to buy this one. And yeah, I am not so rich to buy top performance CPU. It would be my beginning of this kind of system, and even for this CPU I am able to connect 3 terabytes of RAM. So actually it's really valuable point over any consumer grade system. So bended heatsink on this motherboard, it's not a bug, it's a feature for installing the GPUs. And you can see at the end there is no numbers. You actually can pay attention on this PCI Express slots. It's very tight, so not enough space to install consumer grade GPUs, several kind of things. So if you want to install several GPU, you definitely want to use water cooling or risers. Yeah, my very expensive random access memory. I like it. Yeah, the motherboard is a little bit bigger than ATX. It's kind of extended ATX or so. Also, this cooler is, yeah, I have another cooler, but it's a cooler for SP3 sockets or Threadrippers, and I don't have the right springs to install my custom cooler on this CPU, so we will use the regular 4U server ones. It's for the cooler. It actually don't have any air intake from this GPU card. This bottom card is okay because here we have 3 fans and it have direct air intake, but this not, and I can't swap this card because this is 2.5 slots height and this right 2 slots, so I can install this card there, but this card will be taller than 2 slots. In this motherboard we have PCI Express X16 each second slot, so yeah, unfortunately it's very tight space, and I decided to put this card onto the riser on this side, so right on the top on the PC. I guess it will be great place for it, but we will do it later, so right now we remove it completely. Yeah, this is almost the final. Unfortunately, I can't install second GPU, but yeah, you can note I put the thermal paste in the little bit weird way, but actually I guess it's I like to do the one big point, because when you press the cooler, it actually spreads by entire surface. And it didn't have any air bubbles inside. But if I, for example, put thermal paste in some kind onto the big surface, it actually can hold some air bubble inside. And this is what I definitely want to avoid. Basically, it's only my way to do that. I can't recommend this, but actually I like this way. Again, guys, this is not a guide or manual. I just show how I do that, and that's all. So guys, I reassemble this quickly and put this on the place. Right now I make all my basic installation, everything inside. The only one SATA SSD drive there. Power, two CPU power cables. 1000 watt power supply. So guys, actually it's too loud and I forgot to install one very important piece. This one. This is my fan speed controller. Actually I installed 3 of them. One for the CPU cooler, one for another bottom cooler, and the third one for the second and third cooler, and third one for the second and third bottom coolers. Yeah, right now it's definitely the case when I need converter from 4 pins to 3 pins cooler, because that's bottom coolers is spinning so fast because it can't be regulated via PWM signal. So definitely we need to make some new device, but not today. Right now probably it's great, it sucks the air through the filter, and I guess it will be enough. I need to make new thing. So let's fix this crazy shit. We will continue to build my home lab. I need to do something with my mess, because I have a bunch of stuff there and this is all part of my ideas, and I need to build this, I need to build that. There is about a month's take away and I still have this Uni-Fi access point unconnected. Why not? Because I save it for my video and I not record video because I actually working. I have overtimes, too many overtimes. I have been logged 218 hours working hours in last month. Yeah, so I'm working hard to get the money for all these things. I get the money but still not get the PoE, because as you remember my router have some wire goes outside of PC case, and this wire 12 volts output, and actually to power on this Uni-Fi access point we will use this Chinese converter. Yeah, actually I guess it for LED because it have current regulation on it, but yeah, I guess it will be enough to power this access point. Yeah, I know it's not nice, but I say one AC cable goes to the top to my router. Yeah, because I want to build a router, I want to have one power cord to this system, and the access point will not work separately from this device, so it's no reason to power it separately. Oh my god. Also, as you may see, there, this is the 3090, yeah, which I bought for local AI. Yeah, only one. I guess it will be enough for my experiment. The issue why this GPU is still on my table is because it have 4 pins power input, and I need more PCI Express power cables from my PC, and yeah, I need to make my own one, and I have a bunch of cables from different power supplies, and all of them have different pinout compared to my Seasonic, yeah, and I need to reassemble this cable to actually power on this GPU. And also, yeah, what's the issue? This case is not a server, and it's definitely not a GPU server, and I don't have enough space to put all my GPU inside, and yeah, I have plenty idea, so yeah. The different cables have different lock widths, and not all of them is directly capable to be connected to the power supply. And also several cables have a CPU-like connector, and several cables have GPU-like connectors. My Seasonic have GPU-like connectors, and it directly pin-to-pin compatible with the GPU side connector. Yeah, I noticed when I tried to check the connection, the cables was actually swapped. So basically all ground lanes may be swapped in random position, and all plus 12 volts lanes also can be swapped in random position. So just pay attention on that. So I decided to connect 3 independent cables, because that's GPU able to draw more than 400 watts. It's some kind of overclocked version. And it didn't work with this Razer because its Razer is capable of PCI Express 3.0 and the length of this Razer is suggest it will not support PCI Express 4.0, and it didn't. That will be a great position, but unfortunately I need to find a way to install this third GPU. Third GPU is probably it will be on the top of the PC, not inside. Yeah, of course the decision is to build it on hand is always the bad decision. It's better to set up it on the table in lab condition, not in weird condition. Eventually I decided to get it from this corner, yeah, because I need to reconfigure my fans. Yeah, somehow emergency I just use my fan speed regulator just to slow it a little bit down. GPU there is for Windows and I am not using it so often. It will be enough to leave it as it is. I guess I want to add one more fan there. So also we little bit slow down these fans and add one more fan there. And actually I have my RGB fan, and this GPU have dedicated digital output for controllable LED strip. It's VWS 2812, something like this. To last one. So actually I decided to change my second NVMe to this one, and yeah, that's just a little bit faster, and this is the old one. Actually, to not break the system, I save this drive and put it into the temporary adapter. I will show you how I move my main Proxmox partition from this old drive to the new one and merge it with the another LVM partition from another one. Yeah, basically that's drive which I show on the screen. It's the drive which have NVMs on it, and I merge it with the one LVM group on the new drive with the LVM volumes from my 32 GB SATA drive which you see before. So right now I connect everything except later I will change these temporary drives to my Blackmagic video capture card, so I will not show you, but anyway. Yeah, this look nice, but I don't know if it would be my final setup or not. I constantly changing something, but yeah, I tested. My RTX 3090 is working correctly. Yeah, everything is fine, and yeah, my Windows also. Yeah, over 100 watt idle. Yeah, I tested using local Ollama. And unfortunately, model response ended unexpectedly. Definitely the PC is quieter right now. Yeah, so not so loud as it was before when this cooler spin up 100% of its power. This PCI Express riser works only with PCI Express 3.0, so yeah, I tried it with 3090 and of course it will not work because 3090 is PCI Express 4.0 and my motherboard have PCI Express 5.0. Yeah, the second NVMe I didn't set up yet, but yeah, I will do that. happy hacking. Of course we will do that, but not the hacking, just implement the new features. I saw the video, the guys running in Ollama some models and it do it in parallels. So basically model have different layers, and of course these layers calculated one by one, and as I understood, when you try to queue parallel requests, it will go one by one, and maximum count of parallel requests is the count of layers. I guess I don't know actually how it works. I low-level engineer, not the AI engineer, but yeah, that stuff is definitely interesting one. So to move all my partition, I just use the classical way to ask the GPT, the supergrok to write me a script to do that. And basically you need to have clear description of what you want to move and in which way, and then the result will be clear. If you not do that, it can't guess about your setup, so it can make mistake if you miss something in the description. In the world of AI, the context is everything. You need to have clear description to do what you want. I a little bit customized the script because it not satisfying my requirements. It generate the script with the grub installation, but I don't use grub. I have Uni-Fi loader, so yeah, I just remove that line and it works. So, and the last one is this access point. So let's connect it quickly. For my initial connection, we will use this Chinese DC-DC adapter. Let's solder input connector. Then adjust the voltage, set the maximum current because there is the second regulator for adjust the current, and to get 12 volts I will use this super cool laboratory power supply. It's just the power delivery trigger, so we will trigger 12 volts from my power bank. Let's try to do this. Actually, I don't like this Chinese PCB because cheap products always have this V-cuts shape. I don't like it. So let's try to connect. Is this connection capable of 10 gigabit? Oops, it was current protection. I'm even not sure if the circuit breaker inside the multimeter has been fired. Yeah, actually 53, and power consumption is around 5 to 8 watts, and it's after that's DC. So definitely that device is working correctly. The idle power consumption is excellent, even though this DC-DC is not well efficient, I guess. Maybe 80% efficiency, so it works well, and this access point may be installed. So guys, for now that's all. If you like this channel, click subscribe button, leave the comment. In the next video I definitely will show you actual how I go from mess to clarity by set up all my subnets and all networking, and yeah, we need to set up my Uni-Fi access point. Yeah, and probably that will be all for this kind of series, and yeah, see you later.